High school volleyball is back on Beaver Media and on the Delco Preps channel. Tonight from Everett Case Arena in Frankfort, Indiana, the 4A North Semi-State as Crown Point takes on Yorktown. Good evening and hi again, everyone. Brian Beaver along with you again tonight as we get ready to turn the Final Four into the Final Two all across Indiana. This match tonight hits a team that knows what it's like to play for a 4A state championship against a team that wants to find out. Crown Point, 34-3, 3 straight regional titles. Last year's 4A state runners-up to Cathedral. They've been to Worthen. They want to go back and finish the deal in 2017. Yorktown, 3 straight trips to the semi-state. Last year's 3A state champion. And they want to be the first team in Indiana to go up to 4A by success factor and win a title anyway. They're one of 2 teams that could do it this year. The other is Providence, who, by the way, Yorktown beat for the state championship 1 year ago next weekend. Yorktown, of course, was on the opposite end the year before, 2 years ago, when Providence took down the Tigers for the 3A championship at Worthen Arena. So these are 2 teams that are loaded for bear. Yorktown 36-2, 3 for the Bulldogs across the way. We're in the warm-up period. Yorktown is on the court right now, getting things done, and we're almost set to go. The first of the 2 matches here today, the 4 o'clock match, was Lafayette Central Catholic against Pioneer in 1A. LCC just took apart Pioneer, winning in a 3-game sweep, and they're on to Worthen Arena next weekend. But this matchup tonight is a clash of the Titans again, as Yorktown looks to go back down the road 5 miles to Ball State a week from tonight and try to win a 4A state championship. This game has all the earmarks of big doings. You talk about Crown Point, their head coach Allison Duncan has built a fantastic team. They are led by Morgan Chacon, who is their statistical leader in a lot of categories and a phenomenal player coming in, rep in the big swing. She's a 5'11" senior. She'll be heard from here tonight for sure a lot. When you talk about Yorktown, you don't just talk about Kenzie Knuckles. Yeah, she's fantastic. But, man, if you're a defensive coach and you're trying to figure out how you defend Yorktown, you're getting gray hair by the bundle. You've got to stop Knuckles. You've got to stop Tegan Searing. You've got to stop Ellie Miller. And you've got to stop Courtney Watkins. And that, my friends, is a tall order. You like to say, how do you like them apples? Well, if you're trying to defend Yorktown, you don't like them very well, because they are a phenomenal volleyball team with so many weapons, it ain't even funny. 2 state leaders in this match tonight. Bella Rosenthal of Yorktown is leading the state in assists from her setter position. That, despite missing a handful of matches completely, she still has more assists than anyone, and she's leading in assists per set as well at 11.9 as she finishes the warm-up, practicing her tips from the setter position. Crown Point has come back onto the floor, and we're going to get underway here in short order. The other state leader in this match is Kenzie Knuckles. She comes in 9th in Indiana in kills. She's a fantastic player, and well, watch out when this gets going. I told you on Twitter yesterday I wouldn't give these away, but here's something to chew on if you're a Yorktown volleyball fan. How much better do they play in the tournament than during the regular season? They haven't lost a set yet in the state tournament. They've won every game, all sweeps. Kenzie Knuckles hit 294 through the regular season. She's hitting 316 in the tournament. Courtney Watkins hit 242 during the regular season, hitting 308 in the state tournament. And, of course, Tegan Searing has been a red-headed monster. 325, the team leader in hitting percentage during the regular season. She's more than 100 points above that. As they get going here tonight, it's going to be fun to see what she does. She's hitting 427 in the state tournament. Almost not fair. She's a fantastic player, and if she's option B, man, you don't want any part of option A. And again, you look at the Crown Point side, Chacon, the senior, has done exactly what great players do. She hit 386 in the regular season. She's hitting 424 in the state tournament, averaging 4.6 kills per set. So you're going to hear that name tonight, Morgan Chacon, an awful lot as you think about the Crown Point Bulldogs side of this equation. Warm-up period is almost over. The teams will come to the benches shortly. We'll have the introduction of the lineups and the rosters, and we'll let you hear that up full, as we say in the business, when they get around to that, and we're not very far from that right now. This is a great arena. You've driven down State Road 28 into Frankfort from the west many times. Well, you've driven past this domed gym, and it is phenomenal. What a great place and atmosphere to play this semi-state tonight here on the Delco Preps channel. Winner of this one gets the winner of Avon versus Providence for the state championship next weekend. Now let's enjoy the public address announcer as he introduces the teams. Yorktown hasn't left the bench yet. Crown Point is already lined up, but we're going to let you listen in as we get this one underway and get the players their individual honors and attention. And they're going to play. Apparently, they're going to have a second national anthem. You don't see that often, but here they come. Stand by for the anthem. Always a great moment, and now the introductions of the two teams.
At this time, we would like to announce the starting lineups and the non-starters for the Chesterton Regional Champion Crown Point Bulldogs. Non-starters, a sophomore, number 5, Hannah Rowe. A sophomore, number 7, Olivia Benevento. A junior, number 9, Victoria Mance. A senior, number 10, Reese Carl. A freshman, number 11, Erica Packwood. A senior, number 12, Abby Negri. A sophomore, number 15, Annie Brasco. A sophomore, number 15, Emma Roberts. A freshman, number 16, Taylor Scowlin. A sophomore, number 17, Abby Stoddard. A sophomore, number 18, Isabella Rosa. And now, for your starters, a junior, number 1, Katie Marcinek. A senior, number 3, Morgan Chacon. A senior, number 4, Alexis Woodburn. A sophomore, number 6, Madison Planter. A senior, number 8, Alex Akiwa. A senior, number 13, Peyton Yelich. And the bearer for the Crown Point Bulldogs, a sophomore, number 2, Savannah Chacon. And now for the home team on the scoreboard, the Muncie Central Regional Champion Yorktown Tigers. A sophomore, number 3, Courtney Watkins. A junior, number 10, Tegan Searing. A sophomore, number 11, Hannah Avila. A sophomore, number 12, Brittany Bays. A junior, number 13, Ellie Miller. A freshman, number 15, Jenny Murray. A freshman, number 16, Jalen Dunsmore. And now for the starting lineup. Number 1, a junior, Mackenzie Knuckles. Another junior, number 2, Carly Matthews. A sophomore, number 4, Caitlin Shenison. A freshman, number 6, Ellie Stinson. A sophomore, number 7, Kate Vincent. A senior, number 9, Bella Rosenthal. And the libero for the Yorktown Tigers, a junior, number 8, Kylie Murr. Coaches for Crown Point, head coach Allison Duncan, and head coach for Yorktown, Stephanie Bloom.
Well, there you have the introduction of the players. We're about set for the teams to come to the net and exchange greetings. And then they'll exchange unpleasantries for the next 1 to 2 hours. Thanks for loaning me your ears tonight on Beaver Media. Always great to have you along wherever you are across the state of the country. Drop me a line on Twitter at Delco Preps and let me know where you were listening, and hope you enjoy the match tonight as high school volleyball heads through its next to last Saturday night of the season. The teams go to the nets. They crisscross, slapping hands, exchanging greetings. We're almost set to go. Yorktown wearing the green jerseys tonight, except for Kylie Murr, the libero, will wear the black jersey. You talk about Crown Point, they'll wear red shorts and white jerseys, and we're about set to go. Their libero, number 2, Savannah Chacon, will wear a black jersey for the Bulldogs, who are coached by Allison Duncan. Of course, Yorktown coached by Stephanie Bloom, the longtime head coach on Tiger Drive, for my money, the best volleyball coach in the state of Indiana. Her resume says so, and that's where you prove it, on the Pine. So we're about set to go. Yorktown will be to my left, Crown Point to the right to start this one. This is a domed stadium. It's a unique facility. It's a little bit like a smaller Mackey Arena, a big scoreboard up over the center of the court, a big banner, home of the hot dogs, across the way, and a big Bulldog logo in the middle of the floor, with a lot of blue banners hanging in here. Their colors here at Frankfort are blue and white, so the paint on the floor blue. And we're about set to go. Yorktown is going to serve to open the match. It's going to be Carly Matthews to open things up. Here's the toss, the jump serve, and we're underway. To the deep left corner, and it's an ace right out of the chute. Carly Matthews makes it 1-0 Yorktown. She went to the deep left back corner, and Crown Point couldn't pass it to save their life. Matthews with the next one. Goes to the same spot, this time better. Up to the set. Go to the far side. Swing is handled by the Tigers. Rosenthal sets the far pin. It's off the defense. Bulldogs play it here to the near side. Back row attack, and down for a kill.
Number 6, Madison Banter.
1-1 game. Maddie Banter back to serve for Crown Point. Jump serve from the left corner. Tigers have it up to Rosenthal. They'll set far side. Look at that rocket off the hand of Kenzie Knuckles. 2-1 Yorktown. Wow. That was a quarter pounder with cheese, and we're 3 points into this one. You think these girls are hyped? Yeah, maybe a little. Back to serve it for Yorktown. Bella Rosenthal goes right in the middle of the back row. The set will come to the near pin. The swing is down off the block, and Yorktown snuffs out the shot from Morgan Chacon, and it's 3-1. Yorktown out in front. Terrific job on the defensive right side by the Tigers as they lead by 2 early in game 1. Rosenthal again goes to the middle of the back row. Not an easy pass. Shot is down again off the block. 2 straight times. Tegan Searing shuts off Chacon like tap water. And it's 4-1 Yorktown. I can get my first one out of the way. How do you like them apples? Rosenthal still in the service run. Her 3rd serve in a row. Here it comes. Serves from the floor. Bulldogs pass it up to their setter. They'll bring it near side. Chacon tips it. Nice dig by Murr. Bump set back over the net on a kill attempt by Rosenthal. Bulldogs attack, and they go to the slide play to the right side, and a beautiful shot down for the kill. Erica Packwood to make it 4-2. Her first kill of the night. Back to serve, the libero, Savannah Chacon. Tigers attack. They bring it near side for Knuckles. She rams one off the defense. Bulldogs play it nicely. They'll attack near side. Chacon a little bit long with the swing. She's out of bounds with it. Side out Yorktown. Tigers leading 5-2. That'll bring Kenzie Knuckles back to the service area. The junior Nebraska commit with the ball in a 5-2 Tiger lead. Little baby jump serve. And here comes the pass to the near pin. Swing by Chacon. Can't get it over. Yorktown with the point. Bulldogs thought it might have been blocked. It never got over. Chacon looks a little nervous. She's a senior, but jitters do set in the tournament. It's do or die time. 6-2 Yorktown out in front here in game one. Winner of this one goes to the state final next week. Bulldogs on the attack. Swing on the slide play. Right back at the Bulldogs. They'll try it again. This time bumped over to Yorktown's an easy ball. They come to Searing. She drives one down. They can't get it on the floor, though. Nice dig by the Bulldogs. Little roll play back to Yorktown. They attack. Again, Searing off the block. Nice dig off the defense. And Yorktown scores on a tip-tap play at the net. Yorktown comes away with the win on that one and a 7-2 Yorktown lead. And you start to think, when does Crown Point call a timeout to stop the bleeding? It's Yorktown 7, Crown Point 2. Look at that worm burner serve. Bulldogs have it up to their center. They'll go to a middle attack. It's down again off the block, but this time on the Yorktown side, as Shunnison and Searing were there. But the Bulldogs score to make it 7-3. Akiwa to do the serving. Yorktown with the pass to Rosenthal. Cross court set to Watkins, and she drills one for a kill from the left corner. Her first swing of the night. It's 8-3 Yorktown. Timeout, Crown Point. Wow, that didn't take long. We're early in game one. It's Yorktown 8, Crown Point 3. Back with more after this on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
The clutch shot, the timely hit, the perfect pitch, the heroic catch, the brilliant save, the photo finish. The Indiana High School Athletic Association would like to remind you that the biggest plays in sports matter little if you don't practice sportsmanship. Character counts. Practice sportsmanship. This message brought to you by the IHSAA and the high schools in this community.
Welcome back to the 4A North Semi-State. I'm Brian Beaver. Great having you along tonight. Coming out of the first time out of the match by Crown Point, Yorktown leading 8-3, serving with Kylie Murr. Here come the Bulldogs. They'll go far side for Chacon. Her shot is driven off the defense of Tegan Searing for the kill to make it 8-4. Unofficially 2 kills for Morgan Chacon, and it's side out for the Bulldogs at 8-4. Here's the jump serve. Pass from Knuckles to Rosenthal. They'll set near corner. Boom, boom. Out go the lights. Tegan Searing rips one to make it 9-4 Yorktown. That is more like Tegan Searing. Her first kill. That brings Kate Vincent off the bench into serve. You hear this crowd already getting into it. Here's Kate's serve. Slow, hard to the middle back row. Set far side, swing from the corner. It's a softie down over the block. Give the kill to Reese Kroll. Bulldogs score to cut the Yorktown lead to 9-5. Pretty little shot over there on the right side by the pin. Now back to serve. Murr to Rosenthal. Far side for Watkins. She nails another one. A cross-court winner. And Yorktown has doubled Crown Point up again at 10-5. Watkins with 2 swings, 2 kills. She checks out and into serve is Ellie Stinson. Number 6 jersey on her back. Serves from the far left end of the floor. Another toughie, but the Bulldogs have it up. They have to tip it, and it's a carry by the setter. A mistake by Crown Point, and Yorktown leads this one 11-5. Tigers look sharp. Bulldogs look a little tentative right now. Pass to the middle, set far side. A beautiful swing and a Rip City kill by Reese Crawl. The Bulldogs swing it again to the right corner, and she scores again from over there for the side out to make it 11-6. Bulldogs will serve it with Reese Crawl back there. Serves from the floor. Knuckles with the pass to Rosenthal. Set near side. Swing by Miller. Can't get it down. Bulldogs attack from the back row. Chacon can't get it down. It's off the basketball backboard and in play, but down for a Bulldog point to make it 11-7. The basketball goals are set in the floor here at play. Here's a serve too long for an error by Reese Crawl, and Yorktown gets the point back to make it 12-7. They'll have side out, and they'll send Carly Matthews back there to serve it for the Tigers. They lead 12-7 as we near the midpoint of game one. Winner of this one plays for a state title a week from tonight, probably right about now. Matthews with the jump serve. Back left corner. Passes up. Out of system again. Bulldogs give a free ball to Yorktown. They'll set it far side. Big swing and just long. You heard that Kenzie bomb sound. Knuckles had it just a little long, though, for the hitting error. About a foot too long. And the Bulldogs cut it to 12-8. And they'll serve it back there with Maddie Banter to do the honors. Passes up to Rosenthal cleanly. The set far side. And Knuckles wipes it off a double team block. Squeak, squeak. Windex on glass. And Yorktown leads 13-8 halfway through game one. Second kill for Knuckles. Bella Rosenthal to serve it right from the middle of the back row. Pass up again to the setter for the Bulldogs. They'll slide it right side, and this one's another deep ball down for the kill. Another nice shot from Erica Packwood. She's got it down. It's 13-9. Bulldogs will serve it. Trailing by 4, Savannah Chacon, just a sophomore, will do the honor. She wears the black libero jersey for CP. Tigers pass it cleanly to Rosenthal. They'll go to the middle of the row. Tip over, handled well from Knuckles. Bulldogs attack, and they give it right back to Yorktown. Here's a big tip to the corner, and a big rip on the corner by Kenzie Knuckles. 14-9, Yorktown. Terrific play. That was a one-handed bump with a fist set from Rosenthal, and you can't do it better than that. Terrific play. Knuckles to serve. Tigers leading 14-9, nearly an ace. Crown Point way out of system. They'll have to roll an easy ball over to Yorktown. It's just out of bounds on the near sideline. The hitting error from Maddie Banter, and Yorktown has a 15-9 lead. And the coach from Crown Point, Allison Duncan, has a headache already. She says, give me a timeout. She burns her last one of game one. It's Yorktown 15, Crown Point 9. Back with more after this on Beaver Media and on the Delco Preps channel.
A 50-50 ball. An elbow to the ribs. A sudden flash of tempers. In sports, anything can happen in the heat of the moment. The Indiana High School Athletic Association reminds you that when cooler heads prevail, everybody wins. When the game heats up, will you keep your cool? This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
Welcome back to Frankfort High School. We're late now, heading to the late part of game one, and Crown Point has used both of its timeouts. Yorktown ahead 15-9. Tigers have the serve with Kenzie Knuckles and just missed the back corner, about a foot out of bounds to make it 15-10. Crown Point has never led. We were tied at 1, but that's it. Alex Akiwa, a senior, to serve it for Crown Point. Murray with a nice pass. Set from Rosenthal. Crown Point has it. Here's the swing. Back off the block, right back to the Bulldogs. They'll play it again to the near side. Chacon with the swing. She's got it down in front of a diving Kylie Murray. And it's a 4-point game at 15-11. Big swing, big winner by Chacon. Nice shot. Another serve opportunity for Alex Akiwa. She goes to Murray again. Rosenthal will sit here on the near side roll. It's down off the block and good for a Bulldog point to make it 15-12 on the swing by Tegan Searing. So 3 straight points by the Bulldogs as they answer coming out of the timeout. It's exactly what you want. If you're Allison Duncan, they can cut it to 2 if they can score here. Akiwa serves it again. Goes right at Murr. Better pass this time to Rosenthal. Is shot off the block and down. A solo block by Morgan Chacon. It's 15-13. Timeout, Stephanie Bloom and Yorktown. It's 4 straight points for the Bulldogs. It's Yorktown 15, Crown Point 13. It ain't over yet on Beaver Media and the Doco Preps channel.
Dual Sports is filled with athletes who possess the eye of the tiger and whose focus and determination enables them to soar like eagles. The games themselves can't be played without a few zebras. Becoming an IHSAA official is a great way to be part of the action and to support Indiana's healthy tradition of high school athletics. Visit IHSAA.org and get in the game. This message brought to you by the IHSAA and the high schools in your community.
Coming out of the Yorktown timeout here in game 1. Crown Point has cut the Yorktown lead down to 2 at 15-13. Ball back in play. Here come the Tigers attacking far side. Watkins drives it off the back of the defender. It comes right back to Yorktown. They go with a deep tip to the back left corner, and it's out of bounds. And Crown Point is within a point at 15-14. They've scored 5 points in a row since taking their second timeout. Akiwa sends it back to Knuckles. Pass to Rosenthal. Set in the middle. Big shot. It's down on the line. Crown Point thought they got robbed. Tegan Searing put it right down, and now we're going to have an overrule. The chair umpire is going to overrule the corner official, and we are tied at 15. First time we've been tied since 1. Crown Point has never led until now. Here's the ball in play. Tigers will set it far side. Watkins drives it off the defense. Great dig to keep it alive. Crown Point can't continue it though. It's on the floor on the Watkins kill. And Yorktown retakes the lead. 16-15. Third kill by Watkins. Kylie Murr to serve it. Here comes the Ohio State commit serve to the middle back row. Horrible pass, but Chacon might get a chance. It's off the block. Tigers have it. They'll set it far side. Here's a back row attack and a Rip City winner about a foot inside the far sideline by Kenzie Knuckles, who says, "Get that out of my office." 17-15 Tigers. 4 kills in game 1 for the great Kenzie Knuckles. You hear the Crown Point fans across the way. Tigers have responded with 2 points in a row. Here's a tip set. Crown Point out of system, and their setter lifted the ball. It's a violation. It's an 18-15 Yorktown lead. So the Tigers score 3 straight points coming out of a 15-all tie. Here's the serve from Murr. It's a dead ball, and boy, they did a great job getting it off the floor. Bulldogs attack. They get it down. Deflection. It dribbled to the floor. The kill goes to Morgan Chacon. I've got her for 4 in the match, and she side outs for Crown Point as the Bulldogs trail Yorktown 18-16. Here comes the serve. Knuckles with the pass. Rosenthal with set in the middle. Ball is nearly down, and now it is down off the deflection. Give the kill to Ellie Miller. Her first action of the night. Kill number 1 for Ellie. And at 19-16, the Tigers have the ball, and they will serve from the near corner with Vincent doing the honors. Jump set here to the near side. Beautiful swing. Tigers dig it easily. They set far side. Watkins peels another one. A cross-court winner. 20-16 Tigers as they close in on a game 1 win. Watkins came to play. She's had 4 swings and 4 kills. Vincent goes to the near back corner. They'll set it for a back row attack. Chacon manages to get it down somehow with top spin. That was one you-know-what of a shot. She's a talented kid, and boy, did she show it there. She's a 5'11 senior, and she just got that one down about 2 feet inside the end line with a ton of top spin. She didn't have her best swing, but she made lemonade out of a lemon. 20-17, Crown Point serving. Tigers have it up, leading by 3. Rosenthal, far side set. Watkins drives it down again, but a great job of the Bulldogs to play it back. Yorktown attacks again. Slide play. Miller off the defense. It's down. Rosenthal says, where's the whistle? Yorktown comes up with it. And the Tigers lead 21-17. That's the first of many slide plays tonight for Ellie Miller. She has 2 kills here in game 1, and Yorktown 4 points away from finishing this one off at 21-17. Bulldogs play it to the far corner. Here's the set in the middle. Left to give a little free ball roll back to Yorktown. Tip kill by Rosenthal, but it ain't on the floor. Bulldogs get it off the floor. Give it back to Yorktown. Here's a slide for Miller again. Off the defense. Down for a point. Off the hands of Packwood. It's 22-17. Tigers in front. 1. Third kill for Ellie Miller. Back to serve again. I believe that's Stinson, but I can't tell from the side. Here comes the serve. Nice play up to the far pin by the Bulldogs, and they flush another one. Big kill from Reese Crawl, who has worn out the right corner. And it's 22-18. Tigers leading by 4, side out for the Bulldogs, and they'll serve it with Reese Crawl, the senior midi. Yorktown with the tip again. Rosenthal just off the side of the court. 22-19. Bulldogs rally back within 3 on the error by Rosenthal. Serving right to left. Here it comes. Miscommunication. It's down for an ace. Give the ace to Crawl. Reese Crawl. First ace of the contest. Timeout, Yorktown. We're late in game 1. 22 for the Tigers. 20 for the Bulldogs. That's for Maury Mannings. Back with more after this on Beat and the Delco Preps channel.
The world of high school sports is filled with athletes who possess the eye of the tiger and whose focus and determination enables them to soar like eagles. The games themselves can't be played without a few zebras. Becoming an IHSAA official is a great way to be part of the action and to support Indiana's healthy tradition of high school athletics. Visit IHSAA.org and get in the game. This message brought to you by the IHSAA and the high schools in your community.
We're back underway here late in game 1. Tigers on the attack. Knuckles drives down a kill off a double team block on the left pin. And Yorktown takes the lead back at 23-20. Back to 3 points now instead of 2 on the Knuckles kill. 5 for Kenzie in game 1. Tigers are 2 points away from claiming the opening set. Carly Matthews serves from the far deep left corner. It's just off the court. Yorktown fans thought it was on the line. The judges said no. 23-21. Bulldogs within 2 of the side out. And a chance to cut it to 1 with Maddie Banter serving for the Bulldogs from right to left. Jump serve. Handled by Knuckles. It's over on the overpass, and it's flush for the point. Packwood with another one to make it 23-22. Bulldogs can tie with a point here as they serve it again with Banter. Goes to the back row. It's down for an ace. Yorktown let it go. Murren Knuckles let it go. And it's 23-all. Oh, my. Momentum has swung here late in game 1. Bulldogs will serve for the 3rd time in a row from Maddie Banter. Here it comes. The pass to Rosenthal from Murr. The swing on the right pin defensively, left pin offensively. And Knuckles makes it 24-23. Her 6th kill of game 1. This is game point. Yorktown 24. Bulldogs 23. Rosenthal with a soft serve. They short it. Bulldogs play to the near pin. Chacon drives it down for the kill. And we're tied at 24-all. Wow. We're going to go extra time in game 1. Morgan Chacon with 6 kills. And back to serve it, Savannah Chacon, their libero. No one can win it here, but someone gets a leg up at 24-all. Bad pass. They'll have to bump set it towards Searing, and she'll roll it backward over to Crown Point. Bulldogs get a free ball. They'll get a swing here on the near corner, and they cash it for the champion. Swing on the corner, 25-24. Now the first game point for Crown Point. Wow, what action here in game one. Serving for game one is Savannah Chacon. Yorktown has to score. Pass up to Rosenthal. Set far side. Searing off the block. Back to the Tigers up the deflection. Now the Bulldogs attack. They'll bring it to the near pin. Chacon with the swing. Great dig by Murr. Yorktown has to score. Swing. It's down. Out of bounds. Knuckles with a hitting error. And game one goes to Crown Point. 26-24. Wow. Fantastic game one. We'll take the break with them. Back for game two after this on Beaver Media and on the Delco Preps channel. Don't go away.
From Jamestown to Jonesville, from North Salem to South Milford, from River Forest to Grass Creek. No matter where you live in Indiana, you can enjoy high school sports coverage at its very best on the IHSAA Champions Network, presented by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. It's 35 powerhouse radio stations, Fox Sports Indiana, and the World Wide Web, combining their vast resources to blanket the state, the Midwest, and the world with the purest, most riveting presentation of high school sports in America. From Anderson to Attica, Kendallville to Kokomo, follow the high school sports that make our state great all season long. Thank you, Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, and welcome home.
Hey, honey, is this your course schedule for the fall?
Yep.
Let me see here. English, good. Chemistry, trigonometry, excellent. World history, oh, I love world history. Baseball? Wait, baseball? Baseball isn't a course, honey.
Well, sure it is, Mom. High school sports are about so much more than winning and losing. They teach lessons that can't be taught in a classroom, like accountability and self-discipline, the value of teamwork. I may not be earning a grade, but I'm learning how to compete later in life. Isn't that what getting a good education is all about?
Yes, of course it is. I was just testing you.
What can teenagers here in Indiana learn from participating in high school sports? Plenty, as it turns out. That's why they're called education-based athletics.
High school sports. There's so much more than just a game.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to Case Arena in Frankfort. Brian Beaver along with you, and game one goes to the Bulldogs of Crown Point. That's the first set lost in the postseason by Yorktown, 26-24. Yorktown led 22-17 and let it get away. Very unlike Yorktown, they had 2 or 3 glaring errors late in game one. They let a ball fall in for an ace on an I've got it, you take it. They had several shots that were out of bounds. A couple tip kill attempts from Rosenthal that were uncharacteristically wild, out of bounds. Tigers better dial it up in a hurry. They're in trouble if they don't win game two. 1-0 Crown Point lead. Long way to go, though. Thanks for riding along here tonight on Beaver Media and on the Delco Preps channel. Great having you out there loaning me your ears for a couple of hours. That first game took almost a half hour. We might be here a while. So game two about to unroll as they flip the floor. The benches are across from us, by the way, in case you're interested in what it looks like here. Crown Point right in front of me. I'm on the upper left corner, so Crown Point left to right, Yorktown right to left to open game two, and it's a service error by Reese Krall, and Yorktown takes a 1-0 lead. Start game one. Bella Rosenthal is back to serve it for Yorktown. Rosenthal, Murr, Vinson, Searing, Shunnison, Knuckles out there. Here's a swing right back off the block to Crown Point. They can't keep it alive. Yorktown scores, and it's 2-0 Tigers to start game two. You ask them after this match, should you have won game one? If they're honest, they'll tell you, yeah, they let that get away. Crown Point's a great team, though. Serve into the net. by Rosenthal. And it's 2-1 on the side out by Yorktown service error. Back to serve it for the Bulldogs is Maddie Banter. She'll jump serve it from the deep left corner. Tigers have it off the floor. They'll sit near side. Searing with the swing. Searing with the kill. As she got the defense to touch it. Are they going to say that was out? No touch and out. Can't believe there was no touch there. 2-2 game. Another serve to the Tigers. It's in the net. About a foot too low by Maddie Banter, and she gives the point right back. And Yorktown with a side out and a 3-2 lead. And Kenzie Knuckles will serve it for the Tigers. Little jump serve to the back row. They'll play it on the far pin. Chacon with a big swing. And it's off the block, out of bounds on the touch by Searing. And we're tied at 3. Quicker than the scoreboard operator. Not the first time, won't be the last. Morgan Chacon with 8 kills early in the match for the Bulldogs. She's been dominant. Another serve into the net. This one by Savannah Chacon, 4-3, Yorktown. I said earlier, no matter how good you are, sometimes nerves come into play, and we're seeing some mistakes by both teams you normally don't see. Here's the serve to the Bulldogs. They'll play it up. Attack in the middle. They'll have to tip it. Yorktown has it up cleanly. Near side swing for Watkins. She's got it off the defender out of bounds for a Yorktown point to make it 5-3 Yorktown. All Watkins has done is drive down 5 kills already. She's playing very well. Kylinger to serve it for the Tigers. Right to left as they lead by 2 early in game 2. They trail the match 1-0. Sit here for the slide play on the near side. Tigers have it defended. They'll go on the attack, and a whistle by the chair official. We've got a violation against Yorktown, and it's 5-4. But serving for a tie, Alex Akiwa of Crown Point. Knuckleball serve, a toughie to handle. Yorktown plays it in the middle. Searing has it off a defender. Great play to try to keep it alive by the libero, Savannah Chacon, but Crown Point can't finish the deal. 6-4, Tigers. Yorktown with a 2-point lead. Back to serve it is Kate Vinson. She brings it here to the near corner. Horrible pass. It's in the net for an ace. She's a terrific server. Kate's first ace of the night, 7-4. Yorktown in front. Kate with it again from the far right corner. Chacon plays it. They'll set it far side on a bump and a swing into the net. Reese Krull is all of 6'1", and she couldn't get it over the net. She hit it into the net about a foot below the tape. 8-4 Yorktown already here in game 2, but long way to go. Momentum shifts quick in volleyball. Here's a back sit here to the near side. Chacon off the defense. Right back to the Bulldogs. They'll attack a second time from the back row. Again dug by Yorktown. They'll swing it over here to the near pin for a tip. Watkins can't get it down. Good rally. Bulldogs go to the far corner. Flat-footed roll. Can't get it down. Here comes the slide. Miller drives it off a defender. Bulldogs keep it in play. Chacon with a swing from the left pin. She hits it into the net for another error. And a 9-4 lead by Yorktown, and a timeout by Crown Point. We're early in game 2. The Tigers lead the Bulldogs 9-4 on Beaver Media and on the Delco Preps channel. You stay right there.
A wintry Friday night. A packed gymnasium in a tight-knit community. A shot taken. History made. A state of delirium? No. The state of Indiana. High school sports. Pure spirit. Pure sport. Pure Indiana. This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
Coming out of the Crown Point timeout, it's Yorktown 9, Crown Point 4 in game 2. 4 straight points for the Tigers. Vincent's still serving. That's a knuckleball and a tough handle, but the Bulldogs set it for a back row attack. And Chacon takes a beautiful pass from Akiwa, and she flushes it. Cross-court winner by Morgan Chacon. She's a national caliber player They get the side out for Crown Point to make it 9-5. Bulldogs trail by 4, and Chacon will serve it. Knuckles with a pass to Rosenthal. Slide play for Miller on the right side. Off the defense. Right back to Yorktown. Bump set near side for Watkins. She knocks down another kill from the left pin. And it's 10-5 Tigers. Wow. Watkins is having a match. 6 kills for her unofficially already. That's a team high along with Knuckles. Here comes the serve from Vincent. She's got one of those strings going. 5 straight for Yorktown. Here's a flush and a swing. Wow, look at that. Driven off the defense for another kill. Reese Crawl. Give her 4 in the game, in the match. Side out. 10-6 now. Yorktown leading Crown Point. Bulldogs took game 1, 26-24. Serve comes to Yorktown. Murr to her knees to play it off the floor. Swing on the near corner. It's driven off a defender, but in play. Crown Point with a back row attack. It's off Murr. Great dig. Tigers keep it alive. They roll it back to Crown Point. Great rally. Another swing, this time on the slide. It's down off the deflection. Back to the Bulldogs. They try the left corner. Can't get it down. Yorktown defending the you-know-what out of it. And now they get a kill from Knuckles on the left corner to make it 11-6. Yorktown much sharper here early in game 2. 7 kills for Kenzie Knuckles. Carly Matthews to serve for the Tigers as we approach the midpoint of game 2. This is going to be a while, I think. Crown Point plays it up nicely. Slide play, middle attack. Great swing and a rip by Packwood. They slid the play to the middle, and she smashed it down. No hope of stopping that one for Yorktown that time. It's 11-7. Tigers by 4. But back to hit it. Reese Crawl from the service line. It's way too long. Too much bacon for breakfast. It's 12-7 Yorktown on the serving area. Cheap, easy points, but you'll take them any night of the week if you're Yorktown. Bella Rosenthal will serve, playing in her final high school season. She'll be at Auburn next year. Nice job by the Bulldogs to set in the middle. Tip to Yorktown. Murr will bump set near side. Off the pin by Knuckles. Back to the defense, and they fire it out of bounds. Another attack error by Crown Point. 13-7 Yorktown as we hit the middle point of game 2. Game 1 went to Crown Point, 26-24. Rosenthal to serve it again. Bulldogs have it up to their setter. They come slide right, and it's nearly on the ground, but a great dig by Murr to send it back to the Bulldogs. They'll attack from the back row. Another great dig by Yorktown. They'll roll it here to the pin. It's off a defender and out for a kill. Kenzie Knuckles. That was vintage Yorktown volleyball. They defended and defended and defended some more and wore them out with a kill from Knuckles to make it 14-7. Fantastic point. Rosenthal with the serve. Good pass to the setter. Bulldogs go to the middle. Can't get it down. Off the deflection back to him. And now a chip kill on a battle at the net. It was either going to be Knuckles or Akiwa. It was Knuckles. Timeout, Crown Point. They've spent their last one here in game 2. We go to the break. Yorktown 15. Crown Point 7 on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel.
A 50-50 ball. An elbow to the ribs. A sudden flash of tempers. In sports, anything can happen in the heat of the moment. The Indiana High School Athletic Association reminds you that when cooler heads prevail, everybody wins. When the game heats up, will you keep your cool? This message brought to you by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the high schools in your community.
Welcome back to the ball game. It's 15-7 Yorktown in front of Crown Point here in game 2. Ball back in play off the second and final timeout by Crown Point. They attack from the back row at Chacon. Great dig by Rosenthal. Swing from the near pin. Crown Point keeps it off the floor. Tipped back to Yorktown. Great job by the Bulldogs. Here comes Yorktown attacking near side. Knuckles with a tip kill. She gets it down in front of the diving Katie Marcinek. Another kill for Knuckles and a 16-7 Yorktown lead. I've got Kenzie for 10 kills already in the match. Rosenthal to serve for Yorktown. Here it comes. Nicely played to the setter. They'll set far side. Big swing. Nice defensive play by Yorktown to keep it off the floor. Right back over to him, and it's tipped down again. Great play by Yorktown to get a free ball tip, snuff it down, and get the point to make it 17-7. Incredible. Tigers serve it with Rosenthal. A knuckleball on a tough handle. Great pass to the setter. Bump set to the middle. Chacon will give it easily to Yorktown. There's a tip to the back row. It's a touch and a point for Yorktown. Knuckles is wearing them out like a rented mule. 18-7. Knuckles, 12 kills in the match. She's just wearing them out with the smart play instead of the power play. Rosenthal serves it into the net to stop the momentum. Side out, Crown Point to make it 18-8. Wow. Yorktown just had a great run going, a 6-point run. It's a 10-point game. Crown Point needs a point real bad. Yorktown on the attack. They go to Knuckles. She drives it off a defender to the upper deck of the stadium. Wow. Knuckles is playing like a woman possessed here in game 2. 13 kills. She says, yeah, you think we're done? I don't think so. Bulldogs have it up to the setter. They set to the far pin. Chacon with a shot. Yorktown digs it. They'll set it for Searing. She drives it off the defender, but it's back down. Great solo block by Morgan Chacon. And it's 19-9. Searing got a clean swing, but Chacon was there to put it on her one-on-one. Great play by the Bulldogs. They'll serve it with Savannah Chacon, the sophomore libero. She puts it in play. It's off the net. Yorktown gets it off the trickle. They'll play it to Watkins on the corner. Double team block. Puts it right back in her face. And that's big momentum shifting. 19-10. Crown Point has scored 2 points in a row to try to crawl back in it. Here in game 2, Bulldogs took game 1. Here's the serve. It's in the net, a foot under the tape. Savannah Chacon went back to the well once too often to make it 19-11. And now, rather to make it 20-10. Yorktown 5 points away at 20-10. Murr with the serve. Bulldogs will set for a little tip here on the near corner. Nice job by Yorktown to keep it off the floor. Shot for Searing. Kill for Searing on a cross-court winner right at me to make it 21-10. It's a good thing I'm not downstairs tonight. I'd have gotten a face full. 3 kills for Searing. Another chance to serve for Kylie Murr. 21-10 Yorktown. Game 2. Tough pass. Bulldogs will go to the corner. Chacon with the swing. Knuckles with a great dig. Set comes to the middle. Tip to the near back corner is too long. Yorktown tried the near back corner tip. Couldn't get it done. Side out for the Bulldogs. 21-11 contest here in game 2. Back to serve it for the Bulldogs is number 8, Alex Akiwa. There it goes to the back row. Knuckles to Rosenthal. Set in the middle. Searing off the defense. It's down for another kill and a Yorktown point. 22-11. 4 kills for Searing. Tigers are within 3 points, but they were within 3 in game 1. Much bigger lead now at 22-11. Bulldogs need a point. They go to Chacon on the right corner. Can't get it. Yorktown defends it. They set it for a back row attack by Knuckles. She's got it down for another kill. Holy smoke, is she playing great in game 2. 23-11. Yorktown. 14 kills in 2 games for Kenzie Knuckles. Vincent to serve for the Tigers. They've just dismantled the Bulldogs here in game 2. Tigers handle the shot cleanly. They attack now. Here's a whistle and a violation. It's going to be a double contact call against Yorktown to make it 23-12 Tigers. You can't get them all. Back to serve is Morgan Chacon. Fantastic player for the Bulldogs. Tigers go to the attack. They'll slide it right side. Ellie Miller hits a cross-court winner. Beautiful shot. Game point for Yorktown. Tigers lead 24-12 in game 2. They dropped game 1. They should have won it. They dropped it 26-24. Here comes the serve. Tigers can even the match here. They'll play it here near side. Bulldogs Hit it. Oh, it's on the line. I don't know about that call. Wow, the call is down. Reese Krull will get a kill. I think it was out, but they get the point. Bulldogs cut it to 24-13. Sometimes you don't get it. Back to serve is Abby Negri, one of those seniors, 7 of them on this team for Crown Point. Tigers attack. Big swing, big double team block. It's right back to the Tigers, and they can't finish the point. It's down 24-14 on the big kill that time. 10-point Yorktown lead, but nothing is set. You got to score one more. Tigers attack it. Rosenthal with a bad pass. She backsets on the run. It's down up the defense back to Yorktown. They tip it back to the Bulldogs. Bulldogs attack with a tip. Tigers keep it back and give it back to the Bulldogs. They'll set near corner for a swing on the corner. It's down off the defenders. Tigers keep it alive. Great rally. Two-hand tip back. Knocked back to the Tigers. They'll do it again. They'll try the corner for a third time. They rip a winner. But it's going to be a violation at the net. And a point for Crown Point to make it 24-15. 3 straight points by Crown Point facing game point. They serve to Yorktown. Tigers need to close it out now. Knuckles with a tip. Nothing doing. Bulldogs have it up to go far side. Swing from the corner. Murr with a nice dig. Tip to the back row. It's out. Rosenthal trying to get it to the deep back corner. She hit it about a foot out of bounds. 24-16. Boy, that's 4 straight points. Timeout Yorktown. Stephanie Bloom says, get your heinies over here. We're late in game 2. Crown Point has closed it to 24-16 on Beaver Media and the Delco Preps channel. Don't go away.
Everybody loves a good sports movie.
I've seen Rudy 10 times.
I love Hoosiers. If there were a sports movie about steroids, it might be called The Myth, the Truth, and the Consequences. The myth is that steroids are good for your game. The truth is they're bad for you and the sport you play. And the long-term consequences on your health are downright ugly.
That's one movie I think I'll skip.
High school sports. Pure spirit, pure sport. This message brought to you by the IHSAA and the high schools in this community.
Welcome back to the 4A North Semi-State from Frankfort High School. 24-16, Yorktown leading, but a timeout Tigers. 4 straight points scored by Crown Point to try to make it a game here in game 2. Bulldogs lead the match 1-0. Here's a kill for the winner, and game 2 goes to Yorktown on the right corner swing by Ellie Miller. That is much more like it. Yorktown wins game 2, 25-16. We've got ourselves a 15-round fist fight, folks. Don't go away. We go to the break. Yorktown 1, Crown Point 1 on Beaver Media and on the Delco Preps channel. Don't you dare go away.
From Jamestown to Jonesville, from North Salem to South Milford, from River Forest to Grass Creek. No matter where you live in Indiana, you can enjoy high school sports coverage at its very best on the IHSAA Champions Network, presented by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. It's 35 powerhouse radio stations, Fox Sports Indiana, and the World Wide Web, combining their vast resources to blanket the state, the Midwest, and the world with the purest, most riveting presentation of high school sports in America. From Anderson to Attica, Kendallville to Kokomo, follow the high school sports that make our state great all season long. Thank you, Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, and welcome home.
Hey, honey, is this your course schedule for the fall?
Yep.
Let me see here. English, good. Chemistry, trigonometry, excellent. World history, oh, I love world history. Baseball? Wait, baseball? Baseball isn't a course, honey.
Well, sure it is, Mom. High school sports are about so much more than winning and losing. They teach lessons that can't be taught in a classroom, like accountability and self-discipline, the value of teamwork. I may not be earning a grade, but I'm learning how to compete later in life. Isn't that what getting a good education is all about?
Yes, Of course it is. I was just testing you.
What can teenagers here in Indiana learn from participating in high school sports? Plenty, as it turns out. That's why they're called education-based athletics.
High school sports. There's so much more than just a game.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
We head toward game 3 here at Frankfort, knotted up at 1 apiece. Crown Point took game 1, 26-24. Yorktown comes back in style, strong in game 2, wins it 25-16. Ellie Miller with the kill that sent him to the benches, and we're about set for the start of game 3. It's the best 2 out of 3 from here on out. Crown Point's a great team. They were the first to knock a set their way against Yorktown in the tournament. Tigers aren't going to sweep tonight, but they don't care as long as they get the dub. That's all they really want. It's the best 2 out of 3 from here on out, and the Tigers will serve it to start game 3. Flip the floor, left to right for Yorktown, right to left here in game 3 for Crown Point. It's Carly Matthews to serve it to start game 3 for the Tigers. Here it comes. Little bubble serve. Nice pass up to the setter. Swing from the near corner. It's into the net, and now over the net. Shenison tried to make lemonade out of lemons, and it's 1-0 Crown Point. And that, folks, is one of the rare Crown Point leads of the night. Crown Point didn't lead game 1 until 25-24, and they didn't lead at all in game 2. Here's a hitting error at the net. Knuckles tried to tip it. It's 2-0 Crown Point. Knuckles is having a great match. Unofficially, 14 kills in the first 2 games, and now a service error by Maddie Banter of Crown Point gives the point and a side out to Yorktown. It's a 2-1 Crown Point lead. Back to serve, Bella Rosenthal for the Tigers. It's in play, middle of the court. Set for an attack in the middle. Nice dig by Kylie Murr. Set here near side. Swing, kill, Tegan Searing. We're tied at 2. 5 kills for Searing. Knuckles with 14, Watkins with 6, Miller with 5 so far for Yorktown. 10 for Morgan Chacon, 5 for Crawl unofficially for Crown Point. Here's the serve in a tie early in game 3. Set goes to the far pin. Great running dig by the Tigers. They attack. They get it down off the deflection at the defender. Nice swing, nice kill as the Tigers score to make it 3-2. Their first lead of game 3. Serving Rosenthal again. She goes deep to the left corner this time. The set will be a slide play to the right side. Way too long out of bounds by Packwood, who couldn't get it down. 4-2, Yorktown out in front. Yorktown led game 1, 22-17, and let it get away. Crown Point is awful good. Not corned beef hash in red and white. Here's a shot off the deflection. Tigers give it right back. Now it's back to Yorktown off the swing and the dig by Yorktown. Now Crown Point attacks near pin. There's a big swing and a big winner off the right hand of Morgan Chacon. Her 11th kill unofficially, and it's a 4-3 contest. Yorktown's lead is down to a point on the side out for Crown Point, and they'll send it back to Savannah Chacon.